Okay, well, we are recording and live, you guys. So welcome to our March Team Gold team meeting. I'm so excited you are here. And real quickly, let's just go around and introduce ourselves, where you're from, and then we'll get started with our meeting. So let's see, we should probably do something else too, but it has to be pretty quick because we have a lot of people. Anybody have any ideas?
Are you going to convention?
Okay. All right, you start, Kathy.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm in Las Vegas, and yes, I'm going to convention.
Awesome. Okay, good. All right, Vale.
I'm Vale Stevens. I'm in Washington, and I haven't missed convention.
Good. Carrie.
I'm Carrie, and unsure about going to convention.
Yeah, Carrie's in Idaho, and she's
Carrie from Idaho. Sorry, yes.
she's a new consultant of Jess's, so that's pretty cool. All right, Amy.
Amy from Big Lake, Minnesota. I don't currently have it off, but I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to register for convention and work on getting my weekend switched. So,
woohoo! That's awesome. All right, Sherry.
Sherry Haviland, Washington State. I'm registered, woohoo, and I'm looking into airfare.
Great. Good. Ashley. You're muted, though.
I'm Ashley.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You guys hear her or no?
No.
No.
We can't hear you.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Ashley, and I'm hopefully going to convention.
Yay, yes. Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth from Minnesota, and I am going to go to convention.
Woohoo! But she's currently in Alabama. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Jess.
I'm Jess. I'm from Watertown, Minnesota, Twin Cities area, and I'm not sure about convention.
We hope you do. You have been before, right?
Yes, I've been to 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Linda.
I'm Linda, and I'm from Minnesota, and it is my hope and plan to go to convention.
Good deal. All right. Sarah. Oh, you're muted. Oh, there you go.
I'm Sarah from Little Falls, Minnesota, and I'm planning on going to convention.
Woohoo! Good. Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly Birmingham from Sumner, Washington, and I just registered tonight, so I will be there.
Woohoo! Good job. All right, Tanya.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see nobody.
Oh, okay.
But I can just hear you. I was supposed to receive my package today, but obviously it didn't come.
Oh, the snow, yeah.
Yeah, but I will be going to convention this year.
Sweet. We're glad. And Tanya's from Minnesota, too.
Yeah.
Good. Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather. I'm from Minnesota, and I will be at convention.
Great. Awesome. Cheryl. Are you there, Cheryl? Okay. Let's go on to Marilyn.
Sure.
I'm Lynn from Des Moines, Washington, and I'd love to be with all of you at convention.
We would love to have you, Marilyn. That would be great. And welcome back. You and Tanya, welcome back to Team Gold.
Thank you.
Yeah. Candace.
Candace from Florida, and I don't know what you're talking about. I'm brand new.
She is brand new. She's on Ashley Devlin's downline, and Candace, yeah, we just had our welcome call today. So convention will be, well, we'll talk about it in a minute, but we hope that you join us.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in a minute. All right, and Lisa.
Hey guys, this is Lisa Nolan from St. Joseph, Minnesota, and I will be at convention. Super excited. I've never missed one, and trust me, you don't want to. So really excited. And I just want to say that the email just came into your inbox about 10 minutes ago, 15.
Perfect.
register. It's actually, the email is out. So
Perfect. Thanks, Lisa. Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty quick. Did I miss anybody else? Okay. Well, super glad. And the goal of the meeting tonight here is to just leave you with some ideas, give you ideas to implement into your business, to make it a stronger business. And just to share and encourage amongst each other. We're going to participate together today and brainstorm ideas. And together, I just want us to all take action and have that beautiful, growing LeBri business that you can have. So we're going to have a few different consultants share tonight before we get into our topic. And first of all, I am going to have Kelly share a little bit about our SS Gold crew. And for some of those of you that don't know about it, Kelly, will you share all of that about that? Are you there? Oh.
Sorry, I was grabbing my notebook. I forgot to have pen and paper ready for tonight. We have our team meeting tonight. So kind of SS Team Gold set sail about mid-February, and it has so far been an exciting journey for all of us. We were all on a leader and
oh, Kelly, you're really breaking up.
Just as exciting. So, Laura,
yeah, it's really is she breaking up for all you guys too? Yes. Okay. I don't know if it's a connection thing or what. Try it again. Talk to us.
okay, is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, that was weird.
Okay, so if you start over, that'd be great.
Okay, so the SS Gold set sail about mid-February, and we have been having a lot of fun. I think some of us have kind of had a few moments where we might have bit our lip and wondered what we were in for. However, the challenges have been so fun and so rewarding. We have set up our own shows and introduced new people to LeBri. And for me personally, the biggest challenge came last week when Lori challenged us to have sponsoring chats. And I don't want to jump off the ship or walk the plank, so I made myself, I rearranged my entire schedule last week to accommodate this, and I invited 5 people to have opportunity chats with me, thinking one might do it to help me out. I had 5 people say yes to the having that chat with me. I signed up one that I didn't think would, and I still have some conversations going. So it has just been, it doesn't matter where you are in your business, the challenges that Lori is setting for us, the little details that she's on a ship, everybody has details they have to complete to keep the ship afloat. They are things that we should be doing in our business on a continual basis anyways. And it doesn't matter if you just joined us or if you've been a consultant for 6.5 years like myself. The reminders and the details that we are getting are just, I'm really seeing it start to propel people's business forward, but also people's self-confidence. And that, to me, is just when people can go on this Facebook group page and be vulnerable and put themselves out there for the rest of us to cheer you on and help you has been great. And I know Vale shared some tips on some YouTube videos that she's been watching. And so I just would want to throw a name out there, Brene Brown. If any of you have heard of her stuff, there's a TED Talk, and she talks about vulnerability. So no matter where you are in your business, find something that's going to inspire you, but make sure you're taking action. Make sure you're talking to people, because that's what Lori's been doing on this ship, is encouraging us to take those action steps that move our business in a forward direction.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, so the SS Gold is a focus group designed to get you to where you want to go a little bit faster maybe than normal. And so for all of you that are part of the crew, will you just raise your hand so everybody can identify you? Woo! Look at all the crew members. That's awesome. So if you're interested in SS Gold, you know where to find me and ask me about it, okay, if you're not part of it. All right, thanks, Kelly. That's great. All right, Kathy's going to talk next about convention. What can you tell us, Kathy?
Convention is coming. We all know registration is open now. So whether you've been to convention before or not, this is one event to get really excited about. Do you want me to go into the costs of it for the registration?
No, I'd be more interested in like why should they go?
All right. If you're not planning on attending, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why you should plan on going. All right, ready? Number 1, you connect with others on our Team Gold. This is a great time where we can bond as teammates, and it may be the first time you've met some of these teammates in person, and that's always really fun. Besides all the convention events, we always have time to get together for meals and just to talk, and that's invaluable in itself. Number 2, get recognized for your accomplishments. Whether or not you've personally achieved any of the LeBri goals or not, we're here to cheer our team members on. And at convention, they walk across the stage to do that. It also gives you an idea of what can be accomplished by anyone. Number 3, attend general session and workshops. And I know that may sound trivial, but that's the biggest part of it. The excitement that's generated at convention is just contagious. And we get to hear from keynote speakers, we learn from Linda and from Brian, and we get training from other corporate team members. But the workshops are where you get the detailed training on the how-to of LeBri by some of top leaders in the company. And this is usually in smaller groups where you can ask some questions. It's a great way to learn more about what you need to know from people who are successfully doing it. And you get to choose the ones you want to attend. So when you register for convention, you get an email back thanking you for registering, and then you get another email that says, pick the workshops you want to go to, and it'll help you choose what you want. That's where you're going to get all the skills you need to reach your goals in LeBri. Number 4, you get to see and hear the latest information. There's always some big news revealed at convention. And it's a great way to hear about new products, new programs, and of course, where the next trip is going to be held. And everyone is talking about it all at once, so you can't help but get excited about it. In the age of social media, it's more exciting to be there in person and be the one to bring the news home to everybody else. Number 5, you get to meet the corporate team. Our LeBri corporate home office team is present at convention, and they're very approachable. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say they haven't been able to talk to someone who's there. You get to know a lot more about LeBri and everything that goes into such the great company that we're joined with when you meet these amazing people. They create an environment of inclusion where everyone feels welcome. No one ever feels left out when we go. Number 6, an energy boost. Convention's a great way to get a boost in your business. In the weeks leading up to it, your excitement grows and it causes you to talk about it more, and maybe you'll have people interested at your shows that may be wondering why you're so excited and wonder how they can get there too. And even if you weren't excited before you went to convention, I guarantee you the energy you feel that is created when you're there, you'll be excited by the time you leave. I guarantee that. Number 7, you get to mastermind and interact with other leaders. By attending convention, you're in an atmosphere where you can network with the leaders on our team and with other consultants in LeBri, not just the ones on our team. You can connect with people you don't usually connect with, and the energy is high, the ideas are flowing, and you can use that as your advantage to learn. Travel, number 8, travel. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or not, it's a great time for some me time. You're away from home with amazing friends and teammates and having fun. I've never gone to a convention where it's not been fun. As a side note, the tax advantages while traveling for convention are always a plus, so you can write that all off. Number 9, obtain LeBri swag and new products. This is something we all look forward to. I love seeing what they have special for us every year. This year we get an exclusive convention tote bag, and you can't get it from anywhere else unless you go to convention. And of course, we get to see the new fall catalog and the new products. And we get full-size products as gifts to bring home. And this year we've been told the value is over $100. And number 10, be a part of something bigger than yourself. It's easy to feel you're all alone when you don't attend events. By attending convention, you're able to see in person just how big LeBry is and the powerful company that we have joined. It's a chance to look around the room and see others with a similar mindset. So I can't stress enough how important it is to attend convention. It's the one event where LeBry has put the most time, effort, and even money into an event just for us. So if you're new to LeBry, it's a great way to solidify your belief in LeBry. And if you've been around a while, it's your time to shine. I encourage you to attend and to go with an open mind to experience everything that's offered. You'll be making memories to last a lifetime, and you don't want to be the one that says, I didn't make it this year.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Kathy. Does anybody have any questions or comments on convention?
Hey, Lori, I do.
Yeah.
I noticed when I was registering for my workshops, that option to take the home office tour Saturday night is there.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good, they might have brought it back.
For newbies that haven't been to the home office, oh my gosh, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Pretty cool. Good. Anything else, you guys? Any questions? Any comments? It's going to be a record-breaking year this year. We're gonna have at least 50 people there, right? 50 team members. Yep. Yep, for sure. Okay. Well, thanks, Kathy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, Lisa. I have you up next, and you have no idea, do you? She's going, what? I wanted to congratulate you, Lisa, on earning the Zappos gift card. And I was wondering if you would just talk quickly on that, about how do you earn that, and how cool is that to get that? You're muted. I'm sorry. Let me unmute you.
Oh, am I muted?
Okay, there you are. Now you're good.
Now I'm unmuted. Okay, good evening, everybody. Yeah, thank you very much, Lori, for congratulating me. It was really exciting to get that gift card in the mail, and my goal is to kind of honestly just let them stack up and then go one big shopping spree. But basically, how I earned the Zappos gift card. And first of all, I actually need to give some credit here and congratulate Heather McCormick. So I had sponsored Heather in the month of February, and when any new consultant that you sponsor sells $500 in their first 45 days of business, you will get a gift card. And so congratulations to Heather McCormick. She sold $1,900 in about 2 weeks, so I have to give a shout out to her. And as a reward for helping her and getting your new consultant going, LeBry rewarded me with a $50 gift card to go shopping. So it's pretty exciting, and the gift cards are unlimited, so you can earn as many gift cards based off of as many people that come into the business that you help support and get them off to a nice, strong start. So it's exciting, and it's a neat incentive that Linda offered, Brian and Linda, I should say, offered. I think it builds momentum. It gets people excited. Just, you're getting rewarded kind of throughout the journey of all your efforts, which is great. And anybody can earn it. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Thanks, Lisa. That's great. Does anybody have any questions on that particular incentive? Pretty exciting. Oh my goodness. Who doesn't love shoes and purses and accessories and all that stuff? Have you guys checked out the Zappos website? It's pretty exciting. Oh, you better go. You better go and start shopping. Cool. Get you excited.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks, Lisa. Hey, so how many of you sponsored, show of hands, how many of you sponsored in February? Look at that. Nice job, you guys. Fantastic. I want to take a moment to recognize Kelly Birmingham and Jessica Ryan for being our top sponsors in February. So let's give them a round of applause. Woohoo! And so Kelly sponsored 3, right, Kelly? And Jessica sponsored 4 people, you guys. That is remarkable. Well done. So Team Gold altogether added 23 new team members in February, which is amazing and awesome. So we want to keep the ball rolling, right? I mean, the best time to sponsor is when we've just sponsored. So don't stop. Don't put your foot on the brakes. And look at that March special. Isn't that amazing? I don't even know which one's better, February's or March's, you know, because you get the intense moisture boost and the extra products there in the March special. I don't know. It's pretty good. So keep going. And I'm going to keep challenging you to continue to talk to people. And the whole key here is to ask people if they would allow you an opportunity to practice a sponsoring opportunity or an interview. You know, it doesn't always have to be polished and professional and just spot on. The only way we're going to get better at doing this is by practicing. And you got to practice a lot of them. So why not just ask some people, can I practice with you? And that's what we've been doing on the SS Gold, like Kelly mentioned earlier. And I'm going to encourage all of you to do the same thing, is ask someone this week, if you can just practice. May I practice with you? And just go through it. And who knows what will happen. Okay? So that's a spectacular special. We don't usually get a back-to-back sponsoring special. That's really bizarre and odd. So take advantage of that. Does anybody have any questions on that part or comments? Okay, that's pretty cool. Then I wanted to mention the next meeting dates are a little bit different for April. Our April Zoom team meeting will be the first Monday, which is Monday, April 2nd, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, same as this. But our leader Zoom will be April 23rd because Kelly and Liz and myself will be in Costa Rica. So we're going to do it the next week. And then for this month, March, it'll be March 19th will be our leader Zoom. And those meetings are very awesome. They're different than this one. You'll get more information on how to lead your team, you know, more team well-rounded things, being a leader, what does that mean? How do you do it? How do you communicate with your team? Different things like that. So it's a little bit more in depth that way. So twice a month the Zooms we have. And then Kelly tonight has a live meeting. And then Sherry, I think Sherry has one coming up too, don't you, Sherry? Or did you have one already? You're muted, sorry.
It was last Friday.
Last Friday, okay, perfect. Okay, so Kelly's tonight, I mean, just in a very little bit. And then this Thursday in Minnesota, we have one in Little Falls. So, you know, live meetings we have in Washington and Minnesota, but other than that, these are it. And this is great to see you guys from coast to coast, literally. So that's pretty cool. All right, any other announcements or questions or anything that you guys wanted to talk about? All right, well, we are going to start digging in. Now, April is a very, very special month for LeBri, and I'm going to let Vale Stevens head this one up for us and really get your brainstorming caps on because we're going to want your help, and also just be ready to take notes. All right, go for it, Vale.
So first of all, can you all hear me? Because I am having some technical issues with my microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. My little microphone earbud phone jack thing's not working anymore. I didn't know my iPad had a microphone built in. So April, how many of you are aware that April is the anniversary month of LeBri? And for those of you that are aware that it's an anniversary month, you know, we've celebrated it before, but this year is a really, really special year. It is our 20th anniversary. And now is the time to start planning for it. You know LeBri's already planning for it, but you need to be planning for it for your business as well. So one of the things that Lori did share with me, probably because they let the execs know, so I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. LeBri is planning to offer us a special anniversary package to help us celebrate at our shows and vendor events and those kind of things. So some balloons and maybe some invites, some things that we can use, right? One thing we know always happens during an anniversary month is some awesome specials. So seriously, you're going to be wanting to be prepared to connect with every single person you know and every customer you have. And maybe some flash sales too, right? So we can't let those go by. Those are limited time special sales. But I wanted to brainstorm with you guys because, bringing everyone's ideas to the table is really the best way to help the whole team. And I want to brainstorm with you. How will you plan to celebrate LeBry's anniversary in your business, with your clients, with your hosts? What are some ideas that you all have? There's things like just even changing your display at all of your shows or get-togethers, celebrating that 20th. I looked up what the traditional element is 20th anniversary, and it's China. So maybe, I'm thinking about maybe a tea party or something like that, with some cute antique china or something that I have all boxed away. You can always pull that stuff out, or a sweet brunch and decorate. But how will you guys be planning to celebrate? What are some ideas that you can think of?
What date is the specific anniversary? I should know that, and I don't. 7?
I don't know.
Kelly says the 7th.
Yep.
It's the 7th.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, you can count on at the end of March that we will be hearing something from LeBry, I'm sure. Right, Lori?
Yeah.
By the end? Mm-hmm. By the last couple weeks. So what are some ways that you guys think that you'll celebrate the 20th anniversary in your own business?
So Val, this is Sherry.
Yeah.
I am really encouraging my team members to be their own hostess. When we went to leadership, they talked with us about be your own hostess, get new customers, get new consultants, get your team going. How often are we ever allowed to be our own hostess? For the whole entire year, we can be our own hostess. We get the hostess benefits. Woohoo! Who doesn't want, free 80% shopping? I mean, come on. And so for me, I've been encouraging my team members and myself to be your own hostess. And you can do whatever you want to be your own hostess.
Well, just think, you guys, if you set up a couple of dates in your own calendar for that very first couple of days of April, you can springboard bookings for other hostesses off of those first couple of dates that you host for yourself and get them in April so they can enjoy all the benefits. Because I'm thinking, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm thinking the host bonus for April is probably going to be something epic. I'm just saying. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, LeBry goes big, right, when they celebrate. So I'm thinking it's going to be something great. So we'll want to plan for that. So awesome, Sherry. Every single one of us should be planning a minimum of one show during April. And it really, I'm encouraging it to be the very first few days of April.
Okay, so
Offer booking special.
I've got some good ideas that I've done in the past for anniversary shows. I usually pull out the old chocolate fountain and serve champagne and just make it really special, like happy anniversary, and have balloons and, just make it just extra special. And if anybody books a show with me, I offer to bring either the wine or the dessert, either one or whatever they want, or maybe just bring champagne or fake champagne, but, and have a toast, have cute little cups and just toast LeBry for all these 20 years is pretty remarkable when you think about it. I mean, 20 years ago can you imagine what the world thought of, gosh, you're going to go natural. First of all, that's weird. And then to do an aloe base versus water, that's even weirder yet. I mean, 20 years ago, people didn't think like this. And so it's pretty remarkable that we have grown so strong and so popular and just an incredible line of products. But yeah, so that would be fun. Another idea, you guys, look at, I get all excited. Roses at the door. Maybe everybody gets a rose. gift bags, for the first 5 people to come through the door, or 3 people to come through the door. Chocolate goodie bags, for bringing a friend. I mean, there's so many fun things you could do. I don't know, does that stir some ideas, you guys? Can you think of other things?
For sure. I loved your little gifts that you showed with the hair mask and the comb as a gift for a swag bag or anything. And so I'm definitely going to incorporate that idea into gifts for my guests the first week in April for sure. Love
yeah,
that.
Swag bags are fun, Val. That's really cute.
Swag bag.
I like the swag bags too. I, in the past, have done rose petals in their foot soaks for the anniversary month.
Nice. Yeah, just something a little extra special just to make it unique. Okay, so what would be in a swag bag, though? What would you put in there?
Well, I can think of some things that I normally put in a swag bag.
Yeah.
But I love the hair mask and the comb. Those combs are only $1. I mean, it's not an expensive thing, and that sends everyone with the special treatment. I've put in coupons for personalized consultations. I've put in coupons for customized sample sets. And I often like to partner with some of my other direct sales friends when I do some events. And so sometimes I can get a goodie from them to add to my swag bags as well. And in turn, they do the same type of thing for me.
That's a great idea. I love that.
I really liked the idea of the tea party just because of the china as the 20th anniversary sort of gift. And so I'm thinking, even as, if you wanted to give everybody a little teacup with like a sample of the mask and a tea bag, and even if you don't do a teacup, but a treat that then they can go home and take some time for themselves, like some chocolate, a tea bag, and a sample of the face mask.
Cute.
So Linda Tyner, remember when you brought to our Minnesota team meeting the teapot with all the tea bags? Remember we talked about that? Will you share a little bit about that? That was so cute. Or wait a minute, you're muted. Hold on. I gotcha. There. Okay.
Yeah, I called it Tea and Me. And then on the tea bags, I have the tea bag tag sticking out, and you could draw one out, and you either got a sample on the end of it, or you got some sort of a coupon for something. Yeah, that's about what I remember.
It wasn't that cute. We talked about all kinds of things, or you could have a number on each of the tea bags and pull it out, and then the number means something, or book a show, or like maybe there's 2 book a shows in there, and maybe there's 3 booking things, and maybe there's just some prizes in there, just to be fun. I thought that was so cute, Linda.
That's such a cute idea. You could even put like a discount on a basic set or something, something that really encourages a purchase too. It could be a rebate or a discount or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Really cute. Love it. Isn't that fun? So who's excited to do their own show, their anniversary show? Like, woohoo!
More than one. More than one.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Any other ideas you guys have that just came to mind?
Well, for me, April also is kind of the beginning of the growing season and anticipating spring. Well, spring has already happened, anticipating summer. So I like the idea of something encouraging growth, celebrating the birthday month too, the anniversary month.
That's cute, Linda. In the past we've seen, I think Karen Kuhn has done this before, where she got a little pail from the dollar store and put gloves, like gardener's gloves, and maybe a little shovel and some seed packets, and just some cute things for a booking gift. maybe some samples and a little lipstick pen or something. But wouldn't that be cute for little booking gifts? And it's springy and attractive.
Yeah, one of the things that I was looking at doing was, and I've started growing the little plants, is actually giving little flowers. And that could be in a teacup as well. That'd be a really easy one to transplant into teacups and give those as gifts.
That's darling. I like that. Gosh, that's cute. We should be garage selling, looking for cute teacups.
I've got plenty I need to give away, so.
That is so cute. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, or you can even put seed packets in the teacups for that better too.
Isn't that darling?
Cute.
Cute. Well, good. Anything else, you guys, on the anniversary thing? All right, so our second challenge of the night is to set up those dates immediately, and like Vale said, right in the beginning, because there's probably going to be some flash sale, I would guess, I'm guessing, April 1st through 7th, and it's going to be big and good, and you're going to want to share that with your guests. It's going to be cool. So be sure, and then, like in the past, and I don't know for sure that they're going to do this, but, anybody that had a show between April 1st and 7th, or April, somewhere in there they got into drawings, the hostess did and the consultant. So they've done some pretty spectacular things. So we just wanted you to be prepared and know that's coming and just book it on the books now.
I don't have a specific idea, but I wonder if there's something we can do around the number 20.
Oh.
I'll have to give that some thought.
One of the things I was thinking about with the 20 is, I don't even know what you call it, but 20 days of celebration in April, and maybe if you book a show on the 1st, then you're going to get an extra gift from me, and this is what it is. And if you book a gift on the 2nd, book a show for the 2nd, or give a special gift for 20 dates that you've chosen in April. And if people book on those days, then that's an opportunity for 20 gifts. Or, everybody who books an appointment with you, or everybody who hosts with you, goes into a drawing for something that maybe me as the consultant will give away at the end of the month. So like a beautiful basket that celebrates 20 years of Labri. Because if you're hosting, you're going to be getting free stuff, right?
Right.
So you can make a really nice basket.
Yep.
Another thought, same line is you could have a special gift or something for every new customer, the first 20 new customers for the month of April.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
This is great brainstorming. Or your goal is to get 20 new customers in April. And so maybe you're giving away 20 sample sets. I mean, I know it's an investment, but imagine what could happen.
April 1st is Easter. So maybe you can come up with something Easter oriented.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yep.
This is exciting. Are you guys excited? I'm like, woohoo! Let's do it.
Think about what you've got on your calendar for March, and be promoting this stuff for April. I know I'm doing a vendor event at the end of March, March 24th, and my wheels are turning. It's like, how can I feature some really great celebrations that I can offer from that vendor event also to get people excited to come on board with me in April.
Cool. Well, thanks, Vale, for getting us thinking on all that. That's exciting, and thanks everybody for sharing. Yay! All right. Okay, so let's move into another topic, which is, we've already been talking about that, but about bookings. And I know I want to talk to you tonight about bookings, but I also want to talk to you about getting the attendance where it needs to be, because that's really important. Once you go through all the work of getting the bookings, you want to definitely make sure people are there, right? So why does somebody book a show? Well, somebody books a show because they like you, And that's why it's so important to build relationships with people. They book a show because they like the bride. They like the whole experience of trying the products and being with their friends and learning how to use the products and why it's important to have a good skincare. So there's education and value to a show. They also like to see that hosting a show is simple. It's simple and fun and easy and rewarding. And another reason somebody books a show is because you just simply asked them to. Those are 4 things that are really important. And once you harness this secret and you master this at all of your shows and all of your conversations, you wrap all these 4 things around, you will get bookings. I promise. I promise. So let's go back and dig in a little bit. So they like you. Well, that's great. You know, you're friendly, you're personable, you're connecting with people. You're, you know, like if you watched Linda's video about the name tags and writing down their name and what is their skin concern and what type of skin do they have. Just being engaged with people, showing them that you care. You've heard the old saying, they don't really care what you know until they know that you care. And it's fantastic to just connect with people when they come to the show. It will book shows just based on how you are acting. And that's amazing. So friendly, big smile, and just loving everybody. Shake their hand, firm handshake. You know, I'm glad you're here. Really being personable and building those relationships. So number 2, they like the bride. Of course, the products sell themselves. Every one of us says that, right? But also your show is an experience. And so what kind of experience are you offering? Are they learning things about how to take better care of their skin and why they should do that? You know, at my kickoff show on Saturday for my new consultant, because we were talking about, you know, what did they say? How young how young should you start the aging, you know, the anti-aging stuff? And I said, have you heard the thing about 35 years and it just like hits the brakes? They're like, no. I said, yeah, once you hit 35, it's like your whole elasticity and rebuilding all the skin cells just hits the brakes and it slows down dramatically. And they were looking kind of scared, you know, and I said, but good news, we've got stuff to help you with that. But you know, it was just like, it was eye-opening, it was educational, and we moved into some products that could help them. And there was value to that. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. So make sure, I mean, you know, you just want to make sure, like, do you guys ever say this, or you see this in my skincare video, but when I'm introducing the cleanser, I'll say, you know, so cleansing your face twice a day. I don't care if you walk out of here, you get nothing else today but a cleanser. It's probably one of the single most important things you could do for your skin. I said, because do you know what happens or can happen when you go to bed at night and you don't wash your face? Your skin can age 2 to 7 days per time. And they're like, what? And I don't know, you guys know that, I'm sure, but you know, and so it's just things like that, those little educational tidbits that you throw in there that get them thinking about taking better care of their skin. And then why should they do that? Because they're worth it. They are worth it. Women want to hear that they're worth it, that they matter, that this matters, and that, you know, it's important. When mama feels good and is taken care of, then the rest of the world's good too. So they love hearing that. And we can also use the analogy of if you've flown before and they always say to you, you know, if the oxygen masks drop, please secure yours first so that you may help others. That is a phenomenal analogy to use at your shows. People relate to that. They get it. And they see that, you know what, I'm worth it. I deserve it. So, you know, yes, they'll like the bride, but also make sure that your experience there is just rewarding and rich. Now, the third thing then is hosting a show. So we want to make sure it's simple and fun and easy and rewarding. One of the key things that I do at a show, I always ask, if there's a past hostess there, I'll say, hey, so please share with all of us all the stuff you got for the bride, you know, from the bride's hostess program. Well, I was lucky on Saturday because the hostess maxed out. She had over $1,000 show. So, of course, she got $400 in products and 4 half-priced items. I mean, literally, it was like $600 worth of stuff. And then I said, and guess what? Today, by this show, it means you get another 75 bucks. And people are like, what? And then so she is telling everybody, yeah, have a show. Book a show. This is so worth it. So always try to use somebody that's been there, been a hostess. But also, if you don't have somebody there, I like to use the example of a $500 show, because that's kind of average, And I'll say, you know what? Having a show with me is super easy. I'll do the invites for you if you prefer. We can set up a Facebook event. But you know what? I come and bring all the stuff you need. And you know what? We're going to shoot for, you receiving at least $200 in free products and half-priced items and the hostess gift, and it's wonderful. Just keeping it simple. I don't like to pull out the book and show them the chart. I just don't like that. I just like to use, in general, $500 show, or an average show is, you'll get $200. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, so fun and easy and rewarding. And then the last point is you simply ask them. How many times, and I am guilty of this as well, have not asked every single person at checkout, and that's not fair. Every single person needs to be offered the opportunity. However, you want to remind yourself of asking people. In the past, I have put a bowl of chocolates by my checkout station so that I remember, hey, you want a chocolate? Hey, oh, that's right. You want to, would you like to do a show, or who would you like to do a show with? But it's important that we ask every single person. You guys know what I mean?
Hey, Lori, you know what I started doing to get me to remember?
Yeah.
You know that party book that we got at Leadership?
Oh, the theme book?
The theme book, yeah. I started putting that by checkout because I've had it over at the table with everybody else looking at it. And then when I get ready to go to checkout, I take that book with me. And when people sit down while they're waiting for me to do stuff, they're thumbing through there and they're getting ideas. I'm finding it's really a fun trigger for me to remember.
Yes, absolutely, Sherry. Use that book for all it's worth. It is fabulous. I had it at my vendor event this past weekend, and people are flipping through it. Pass it around at your shows and have it at checkout. I mean, just keep visually putting it in front of them, and it'll spur some ideas. Just like we were doing here with the April anniversary, just brainstorming. It gets you thinking. All right, so those are 4 key points. Now, I want to move. Did anybody have anything else on that? So here's some more thoughts for you to think about. And number 1, we're going to start over again with another new number 1, is what is your booking target? What are you really shooting for? Because if you're just like, oh, I guess I'll make some calls and hope for the best. No. We're not going to hope for the best. Hope it all works out. Have a target in mind. Do you want 3 shows? Do you want 5 shows? Do you want 8 shows? What would you like to do? That's really important because it makes you shoot for the goal. Otherwise, it's just like throwing a basketball and hope somewhere there's a hoop somewhere that it'll land in. That doesn't work. So you got to set a goal for yourself, whatever it is. But make sure that you set the goal. Hey, if I said to you guys, each one of you on the call, that if you guys booked 6 shows by tomorrow morning, I'd give you $10,000. Would you go do it? Amy's laughing. Amy, you want it, don't you? Even though you're muted, I can see you. You know what I mean? So when we have a target and a motivation of why, you'll do it. So I'm just saying that. But, I would love to do that. That would be so fun. But so have a booking target. The next thing to think about is who. Who are you going to ask to book? So, obviously it's easiest to book with somebody that loves LeBri already. So that's who I go to. Those are always my go-to, like my really good customers. because I want to feel good when I start calling people. I don't want the no's right away. I want the, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Because every time you get a yes, the best time to get another yes is when you just got one. So you want to keep going and going and going. So make sure that you are thinking about who. Who. And then the other thing, and we've already talked about this tonight, but it's important to have your own events at your house, because there's always going to be people that are going to be great customers, but they're never going to host. And that's okay. That's okay. Then maybe they want to come to yours. Give them options. All right, so then probably the biggest thing of the deal is picking up this thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Picking this puppy up and actually using it. Sometimes it's kind of heavy, like, whoa. It's not that heavy. It's super fun to call people and offer them something that you have that's special. Why wouldn't you? You have a great experience. You have amazing products. You have the best hostess program out there in the world. Why wouldn't you offer it to them? Well, what are we afraid of? Because we might bug them? I would be mad at you if you didn't tell me about it, right? I mean, seriously, if you're keeping all this stuff to yourself, So pick up the phone and talk to people. And I'm going to give you an idea of kind of how the flow of the call can go so it feels easier. And then you can fill in these blanks, okay? But first of all, it's pretty obvious, but you identify yourself. That's the first thing, is identify yourself. So you're like, hey, Amy, this is Lori, your LeBri consultant. Just whoop, simple, simple. Number 2 is asking if it's a good time. Because you don't want to catch her if she's in the middle of changing a poopy diaper or running out the door to pick up her kids from hockey. You want it to be an okay time. And so ask, hey, is this a good time right now? Or do you have a minute? Ask. Get that permission right away. Number 3 is to use a catchy phrase. So, you can talk about anything. I'm so excited. April is our anniversary month. I'm so excited. The hair care is the hostess special for March. I'm so excited because I'm loving this, the skincare line. It's new to me. I'm a new consultant and I'm absolutely loving it. Whatever it is, but use a catchy phrase. Use a catchy phrase. Now, for me, it would be real easy to say, you know what? My hostess from 2 weeks ago just got $400 worth of stuff. I can't stand it. I'm like, that's so exciting, and I would love to offer it to you. So just use a catchy phrase. Even if, so here's, and if you don't have any of that stuff going on, you can always just say, you are such a fun person. Or you're always the life of the party. Or, the room lights up when you step in. I mean, use something that's kind of catchy. All right, so number 4 is then you state the reason why you're calling. Do you see? So we already did 1, 2, 3 first. Then 4 is state the reason you're calling. And one of my favorite lines is, I would love to offer you an opportunity to be pampered. I would love to offer you an opportunity to be pampered. I don't know what other line. I mean, that's my best line. That's the one that works. Who's going to go, oh, no thanks. Who's going to say that, right? But, you can say other things too, like, gosh, I mean, I know that you wanted to book a show before and, it wasn't good timing, or, gosh, I know that you love these products. I'd love to see you get them for free. I mean, you can use those things, but I just feel like that is the line. Should patent it. So number 5 then, you guys, is to create a sense of urgency. And so a sense of urgency is the anniversary month. And I'm booking shows, you know, April 1st through 7th. Every day we're going to have special prizes or a special drawing, or, you know, or all throughout the month of April, I'm going to offer champagne or chocolate, whatever you prefer. I mean, give them kind of this reason, like this is the month to have it. Why now? The same thing in March. You could do something, St. Patrick's Day. You could do pot of gold, a rainbow. You could do all kinds of fun stuff. Or in March, I'm offering 3 different themed parties. We're either doing foot soaks, you know, makeovers, or facials, or hand treatments, or whatever. So create that sense of urgency. Why book now? And then the 6th thing is just to set the date. And here is the true blue, no fail, probably a 98% rate I can get a date from someone, even if they don't have their calendar, even if they haven't checked with their friends yet, even if they don't know where they're going to have it. This is what I say. Are you ready? So people, you know, that say, yeah, that sounds like fun. I'll go, great. So what day of the week do you think you would like to have a show? When do you want to get together? And then I'll say, do you want weekend or weeknight? So you're always giving them a choice. And they will know. Each of you know right now, if you were going to book a show with me, if a weekend or a weeknight would work, right? Do you agree with that? Yep. You know. So then you tell me a day. So you're like, oh, it'd have to be a weeknight. And I'll say, great. So what are a couple nights that are least busiest for you? You know that, right? Like I know that. I can't do Wednesdays. I can't do, you know, Mondays are tough. But for sure a Tuesday or Thursday I can do. Okay, great. Then what I do, this is what I do. So I haven't touched my calendar yet. Then I pull up my calendar and say, you know what? Okay, so Tuesday or Thursday, let me see what I have available, okay? So then I pull it open, and I'm like, gosh, okay, so what I have available then, right now, is March 20th or March 22nd. So I don't say, hey, I got my whole calendar wide open. I'll say, what I have open right now is March 20th or 22nd. Which one's better for you? And then they're kind of panicked almost. They don't have their calendar. They haven't checked with their friends yet, but they're like, oh, she only has 2 dates. I'm going to grab one quick. That's it. That's what happens. And then they say, then they pick one. And, you know, and then I always say to them, you know, if you go to your friends and it doesn't work, then we'll just find a different day. That's all right. That's cool. And then they're so excited that they got scheduled in the books. They're like, I got it. Yes, I got the date. So setting the date is really important. Try at all costs to avoid the callbacks. Well, I'll call you and see later when you have your calendar. No. It doesn't work because what happens, you call them, they call you, you know, it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just try to nail it immediately. Even if they say, well, I want to check with my friends first, I'll say, that's okay, but let me give you a couple dates that are available for me, and then you can see which is best for them. Okay? Does anybody have any questions on that? Is that helpful to you? Do you think you'll use that stuff? Yeah? Does it seem easy enough to do? All right. You're all shaking your head. I can see you, so that's good. All right, so last but not least, this will be our last thing. So once you set the date, get the people there. Don't hope again for a good turnout. We're not ever hoping in this business. We're going to make it happen. And one of the biggest questions you ask your hostess immediately is, who do you want there? Who do you want to come? Let's get those people there first. And the same thing is true for you guys holding your own show. Who do you want there? Make it happen. Talk to them. Pick up the phone. Reach out. Who do you want there? The next question you ask her is, how will you invite people? Because if she says to you, I'm just going to create a Facebook event and see how that goes. No, we're not doing that. It's not the only method. It's an okay reminder method, but that's not the only method. So let's not just count on Facebook to be our inviters. it's banking way too much on Facebook. So, you know, when they say, well, I want to do Facebook, I say, great, that'll be awesome. Let's think about who else you could maybe hand postcards to or make phone calls to, too. Okay, so who and how will you invite people? Huge, huge. And then here's the deal. The next thing is let's encourage people to bring friends. Bring a friend. Can you imagine if you have 4 confirmed people and they each bring somebody, you have a show of 8. That rocks. And they might be 4 new people that you don't know yet. That's even better yet. So we really, really want to get in the habit of saying to people when they invite people is, who else could you bring with? So for example, if your hostess says, oh, I've got, 3 RSVPs. Great, who are they? Oh, it's my mom and my sister and my neighbor. Oh, you know what you should do is just go back to them and ask them, who else could they bring with? Could they bring a friend with? And she's like, sure. I never thought of that, usually is what happens. I'm like, great, go text them and see who else you can, just keep it going, keep following up with them. And then here is the key to all keys for getting attendance there. Reminders must be made. Reminders must be made. And so whether you do it or your hostess does it, it will make or break the show. Guaranteed. I guarantee you it will make or break the show. And so when I talk to my hostess a couple days ahead of time, who's coming? Oh, I've just heard from so-and-so and so-and-so. Okay, who do you want there? Oh, I still want, and then what I say to them is, you know what? No fail. I mean, seriously, this always works, is reminder calls will work because everybody's so busy, So either I can make the calls for you or you can. It's up to you. But let's get those reminder calls in and help her with that, guide her through it. I promise it makes a huge difference. Okay, so gosh, if you're going to go through all the work of getting these shows, I want you to make sure you have good attendance because that's fun then, and that's awesome. All right, so lots of stuff on bookings. We talked about the whys and the hows and the whos, and also what words to say, and we also talked about getting your attendance up at shows. You find this stuff to be helpful, you guys? Will you use this? Yeah? Okay. So a call to action before we leave today is, what is the one thing that you took away from this today? What is one thing that you took away from this tonight that you're just like, yeah, baby, that's it? And I would love to hear from some of you what it is. But I got to unmute you first. And where is that? There it is. Okay. So who wants to share? Let's just take a couple and then we'll be done. Who has, yes, I'm going to go do this. Amy, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Well, something that just hit me, I guess, is the big thing for April is parties at the beginning of the month. So really working hard at me trying to start off with that. I might be a little fortunate because I do have a party first this month, so it might hopefully roll right into those first days, but I don't want to just hope for that. So I think things started trying to work on getting parties right for those first 7 days roughly. So
sweet. Good, Amy. Great job. I love no hoping. Woohoo. Make it happen, girl. That's right. Good. Who else?
I think, Lori, for me, it's that sense of urgency, and I'm an owl, so I have a really hard time of who am I going to call, and I want to have that list perfect. And I think for me, it's just start with my most recent shows and do a customer check-in and just keep working backwards. And so I wrote down how to make that call, and I really liked that sense of urgency. I liked it's April, so the anniversary month, so definitely having something to offer them. But I liked even just thinking about March, like a pot of gold. Like something came to mind for me is anybody who books a show with me and has a qualified show in the month of March will be entered in a drawing for an extra gift basket or something, just to try and encourage people to book March and April.
Fun, Kelly. And look at, speaking of a pot of gold, so this is a gold gift box, but look at all the money in there I got at the Dollar General store. Isn't that cute? And you could glue gold coins in there too, but you could just say all my hostesses are going to receive all kinds of hundreds of dollars worth of free stuff. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? Man.
Lori,
yeah,
I actually bought like those truffles that are gold wrapped, and I'm in a dish and I'm numbering them.
Ooh.
So get put into a drawing automatically for a purchase at my party. You'll be put into it, and then if you purchase over a certain dollar amount, you'll be put into it again. And then you'll also be like, if you host a party through me, you get to choose one of the body butters for $17. Your choice, like what scent it is, So that's what I'm doing for my pot of gold.
Sweet. That's awesome, Amy. Thanks for sharing. Woo-hoo. Cool. Anything else before we go?
Well, I get out of it that my 45 days ends on the 13th of April. So my urgency just really big because I have my VIPs and plus, if they're doing specials during the first week of April, I'll be within my 45 days. So it looks like I have a really awesome opportunity for my hostesses and anyone,
Yeah, Tanny, I'm jealous because you've got those extra $50. You can use that too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Use it for all it's worth. It's there for you. All right. Well, best of luck to all of you. Kelly, say hi to everybody at your meeting for all of us. And thanks for joining us, you guys. And we'll look forward to another great month. All right. So have a great night, you guys.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Lori.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.